Contents. We will be looking at background to working at height, Brett oil sites, real-life case studies, hazards, health and safety regulatory contraventions, prosecution and outcomes, relevant regulations, codes of practice, and HSE guidance. How does the topic relate to the Brett oil site? The initial stages of the project will involve the inspection of all aspects of the existing buildings, including the roof. The construction of the new development on the site will require substantial work at height. From the age of the building and the evidence regarding the condition therein, it is likely that there will be many hazards during the demolition of the building.
Gravity-related accidents and root causes. We've broken this section down into three. Number one, falls from height, for example, trips close to unprotected edges and fragile or poorly supported surfaces. Number two, falling objects, for example, insecure tools, poor waste disposal procedures. Number three, equipment failure or collapse, for example, incorrect assembly and damage.
Paul Alker was only 33 when he was employed by Stephen Smith, Director of Wrexham Roofing Services. The company was contracted to repair a roof on an electrical store in Wrexham. Paul was employed despite having no previous roofing experience. He fell 25 feet through the roof onto the store floor. Mr. Smith returned to the site after the incident with newly purchased safety equipment to plant on the site in order to receive HSE investigations.
Paul Alker was not suitably trained for working on the roof, which shows this regulation was not adhered to. Also, no supervisor was provided for overseeing the inexperienced roof. There was no personal fall protection system used, for example, a safety harness, and also there was no fall arrest system used, for example, safety netting or airbags. The contractor failed to adhere to the method statement regarding safety equipment. The employer did not provide coverings for the skylights to ensure the safety of the worker and the public below.
Before starting a project, all parties should take the following regulations and guidelines into consideration. Here is a table showing the hierarchy for working at height, which is a fantastic guideline for all in order to establish the safest solution. Highlighted in blue is the one that has been used in the case study, and highlighted in yellow are the ones that should have been used or considered for a specific case study.
Here is an example of fall edge protection during the process of refurbishing a roof. You can also see triple edge handrail protection and walking boards. Here is an example of a fall arrest system. It incorporates safety netting and debris netting. Now to look at the assessment of risks. This firstly entails identifying the activity that will take place. Second, identify the existing hazards that are surrounding the activity and the risk factor. Third, look at the existing control measures. And fourth, the proposed control measures that will be put in place and the new risk. Here is an example.
Here is a specific method statement for our case study. Please pause and read to understand the method that has to be adhered to for a specific job at hand.
S.
Safe place of work. Use an existing safe place of work where possible.
P. Provide work equipment to prevent falls.
A.
A.
Avoid working at height if possible.
N. Never forget the value of instruction and training. K. Keep thinking about reducing distance and consequences of a fall. Panic! Panic!